All right, I had Christian actually make a little bit of a request for a video that we had talked about and never really jotted down any notes. So I'm just going off the cuff on this. But it's gonna be a longer video, guys. It's gonna be a lot of chopped up stuff today. We gotta go to the diesel shop. We gotta go to the Ford dealer. We gotta do some stuff with Alvin, getting some trucks ready. We gotta do some square body content across the street. Believe it or not, I have a trailer, the biggest trailer we have, loaded full of three-wheelers about to arrive. And then another trailer load on the way. So we'll get some of that. And for you guys, I walked in on Christian talking to my mom, and I think they were doing a mental reality check on me, like, what in the world is going on about these three-wheelers? Well, one, if you guys don't know, when I get on a kick, I'm on a kick. If we're racing, I want to go try to be the best racer I can. If we're mud bogging, same way. If we're building lifted trucks or square bodies, same way. When we sold minivans, same way. My dad always told me when I was going a lot of different directions when I was a kid, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I rode a dirt bike, I rode a four-wheeler. I could never have a three-wheeler, they were unsafe, and he really didn't ever want me to have a dirt bike. I had to keep that at my buddy's house. But I collected things. And then, he was like, well, you could, as mindset as you are, you could really concentrate, but you're all over the place. And I was. But, collections for a lot of people are nothing different. I collected baseball cards. I collected garbage pail kids. A lot of you guys are gonna have to Google that. I still have them. That might be one of the most valuable collections I have because I think people threw them away. But I collected garbage pail kids. I collected stamps. I collected coins. I collected guns. I collected trucks and tires and wheels, obviously. Can you believe that? I did get on an early kick about three-wheelers and four-wheelers and had several. Not like today, but had a lot. I got somebody pulling in here. And, it just morphs into different things. So the three-wheeler collection is one, it's fun. It's the hunt. Like, it's like collecting stamps. You want the same series. It's like collecting coins. You want to find the different years. Three-wheelers, four-wheelers, dirt bikes, no differently. But the cool thing is now I can display them for everybody to see. Nobody's ever seen my baseball collection other than my parents. When I lived at home, Mom had to clean them up. I even had a collection of National Geographics, which I still have, from the 50s. Christian's kind of curious about looking through some of them for some photos and things. But we do have, I have an obsession with collections, and I have every National Geographic from the 50s forward. When I got the collection, my grandfather gave it to me from a person he was caretaking for that was going to throw them away. And then there was some missing. I cataloged all of them. And I went online. This was in the infancy of eBay. Like eBay was it was the infancy of the internet. And I went on there and my brother bought a remote control car, like a clodbuster. And we thought he had gotten scammed. Like he went and got a money order, sent it off, a couple $100. We're like, this, you're never gonna see it. Sure enough, he got it. It turned out fine. But I ended up using it for some $5, $10 National Geographics to fill my collection, which was kind of cool. But anyway, I'm gonna be able to display those, like, gun collections, coin collections, stamp collections. Nobody's gonna ever see that stuff. Like, I can't just lay it out for you to look at. I can put it in a display case. Somebody's gonna come mess with it. So I'm gonna display these and you guys can come see them. You can look at them. You can relive like, oh my gosh, I remember that. It's already spurred other people to want to start on this kick too because they see me actually using them. That's one thing with all of them. I bought one the other day that probably had 2 rides on it. It's an 81 or 82 model. That's 50 plus years old. You probably shouldn't ride it. We jumped on it and rode it. So I'm going to ride and I'm going to enjoy every one of them because that's part of what I want to do. I want to have a good time. So it's part fun, part collection, part everything. Where was this video going, Christian?
It's supposed to be our car dealerships.
All right. Sorry. Super off the subject. Car dealerships. People hate coming to car dealerships. That's the other reason I went on this tangent of talking about that. We want people to come here and experience it. A lot of dealers want to hide behind a wall, especially dealers that do specialty vehicles. They don't want you to come in person. Sometimes they don't even have a facility you can come in person. Some of them are hiding in their basements and garages and scamming you. But We want you to come. I want you to see this different stuff. I want you to see the projects. I want you to go visit my brothers at the shop. I want you to see the ATV and three-wheeler collection. I want you to see the cool square bodies. I want you to see this 10-door Suburban and Grimace. We want you to see those things. But people traditionally don't like car dealerships. If you go down, we fortunately have 2 down the road here that we've been doing business with for over 40 years. And every day we have somebody come in here, buy a car, leave in 5 to 10 minutes. Yesterday was a little longer because the computer messed up, but they can leave in 5 to 10 minutes. I mean, you walk in and say, JW, I want this truck. Do you have the title? We do. Can you knock the paperwork out? Yes, we can. How quickly? Real quickly. No problem. As long as they got funds in hand, they can provide us with a check or cash or money order. We can do the paperwork. We can do the title transaction. We can put tags on it. It's blocked. It's blocked. We can do the paperwork. We can do everything. And you guys can be out here in 5 or 10 minutes. Everybody's new car dealer experience is hours, sometimes days. They hate it. There is no reason you can't go online. Apologize for the extra noise, guys. Tried to signal him across the street because it didn't need to be over here. But you can go online and research what color a Bronco comes, what color a new Silverado comes, what options there are. The internet's a wonderful thing. You can find every piece of that information through the internet. And there's no reason you shouldn't just be able to click and buy, kind of like Tesla. There's no reason for suit and tie salesmen. There's no reason for these multi-million-dollar facilities, which I kind of hope they go to this, because I'd love to buy every one of those facilities, because imagine what we could do with a 30-bay service shop and a freaking showroom and acres of land. We finally have that here and there and elsewhere, but if we could just walk in tomorrow and change the sign, that would be freaking amazing. So those times are going to come. There'll be a Ford store with a service shop, and you walk in to get your keys and you leave. And it will cut the price of vehicles. It will help with all this inflation. Just take heck, some of these facilities are $10 million facilities. Take a $10 million facility just to make the payment. Huge. I don't know the math on that, but it's probably $20,000 a month. Maybe more. It's more. $25,000 to $30,000 a month. That's before you open the door, turn on the lights, flush the toilet. By the time you do those things, pay the real estate tax, cover the fees, it's probably $50,000 a month overhead. Then you got to pay employees. They're not working for free. Then you got to pay for your inventory. It's not free. So all that money is coming out of somebody's pocket. Just remember that. And it's coming out of your pocket when you buy a car. So let's just say a car, a Super Duty truck that's $75,000, you could actually buy it for 70 grand or 68 grand, whatever that number is, if you could just buy online. I don't know many people that like the salesman part. That's why we're not dressed in fancy clothes and suits and ties. We don't have a dress code. We just wing it. We want you to come in and be comfortable. I'm not a salesman. My guys are not salesmen. If you say, I don't like it, we're not trying to talk you into it or why you should buy it. If you say, hey, it's too tall. Cool. A good salesman would be like, well, man, too tall is a good thing. That makes it better in case you run into a flooded road. Or who knows, one day you might have to go drive over a tree. They'll find every reason to sell you on something. That's not us, period. You can ask anybody in the comment section or on any of our media pages. You will not get talked into anything here. I was talking to a fellow yesterday that has a roofing business. I was talking to a fellow yesterday that has a accessory business for ATVs, surprise, surprise. And he says, dude, I would never want to live in your world these days, meaning the car business. I was like, all businesses have challenges. Both of them had bad experience with customers yesterday. They're like, dude, I don't even want to do this anymore. I hate my job. They're business owners. They hate the customers' interactions, and it just puts you in a bad mood. We want our customer interactions. We want them to feel like they're part of the family. We want them to send a text message like we got today. Did you post that? Okay, so you'll see a post today on our Instagram, Facebook, and you'll see it very shortly because Christian's going to knock it out, of a guy got home, sent a picture of his dog. He basically specifically bought an SUV for his wife, but also for their dog, and sent a picture of the dog in the back, loving life, because it had a special cage built in the back. That's what it's all about for us. Like, I could have sold that to anything. I could have sent it to the auction. Well, here's the flip side. I did get on a little frustrated kick because when we sell less expensive trucks, people expect them to be brand new. And you're going to have a whole video about this soon because we are going to have to change our policies. Unfortunately, customers, not so much our followers, but customers in general, have made us have to change that policy. And everybody in the office has agreed it's time for this to happen. But when we sell a $12,000, $14,000, $15,000 truck, that to replace it new is $60, $80 to $100, and people call and say my cigarette lighter doesn't work, or what's another one, Christian? My CD player has a CD jammed in it. We get the most ridiculous ones. I mean ridiculous. We take the phone call. We do our best to work through. Let's get away from the road. We do our best to work through it, but everybody at the end of the day is wore out. When we sell a $60, $80, $100,000 or a $200,000 something, and we never ever hear anything but cool, man, my truck's awesome, and then we have to hear all this stuff. So I told Kristen there was an online time to bid sale. I said take pretty much all of our 20,000 and under vehicles and put them on there. We sold a bunch of them, and we didn't have to talk to anybody. We're never going to have to hear about them. We're not even involved. We're going to turn the title over to that company. They're going to pay us, and the car is gone, and most of them were pretty much the same price on the lot, where the customers will say, aren't you going to fill it up with gas? If you're nice, probably so. Aren't you going to buff it and wax it and clean it? Or are you going to deliver it to me? Can you meet me at midnight? All these other requests we have. And so that may be the direction we go on the less expensive things. My high-end trucks, I want you guys to come. I wanted to sell that Tahoe to that customer. Amazing people, amazing people. The day before that, amazing people came in and bought a Super Duty truck. The day before that, a tow truck customer that was so relieved at how we did our transaction. Those are what makes it worthwhile. What was the other one, Chris? There was another one that was super good that you were dealing with. I think it was Friday when we were gone. Christian had another customer. He's like, we wish all customers could be like that. You know, so it's a whole lot about the interaction. There's zero pressure. We can't say that enough. I don't know how we can reinforce it even more. Oh, that's pretty cool. Suicide prevention walk. Check that out, guys. That's pretty cool. Stay safe. That's not a good highway to be doing that on, but we're in an industry that's not the most fun, but unfortunately, I think any sales industry or any service industry is going to get that, and you're going to have your good days, you're going to have your bad days. Me and Daniel chit-chat on it sometimes because he runs the front side of the off-road shop. Brian's in the back doing the work, and unfortunately, some things are out of their control. Parts don't arrive. Sometimes customers are like, hey, I waited till the last minute, but I want to go to the beach this weekend, but I need 4 tires and I need ball joints and I want you to put steps on it. No problem, until the parts don't show up. Then we're the bad guy, and we didn't do anything wrong. So there's very frustrating things that happen in the world, and we really appreciate the customers that are understanding. We also buy things. We can understand the frustrations too. I got stuff on order right now that's not arriving. I got stuff that I want to get done on my buildings that's not getting done. So we have those same frustrations, but we do follow through on our word. We do try to keep our customers up to date. We got a 78 Chevy, very low mileage truck that we're working on some custom touches for the customer. Updated him this morning. He's never been here. He follows the channel, and he's, you know, we've sent extra videos, extra pictures. He's getting a phenomenal truck. Can't wait to get it done. But unfortunately, you know, it's going to take 2 or 3 weeks to get everything wrapped up the way we want to do it. Got another customer with a less expensive, and I'm actually going to park those 2 trucks together. The truck that we're basically calling the Experiment, which we need to go pick up. It's done at the stereo shop. And he could have bought a $100,000 square body. He bought a less expensive square body they'll go do the same job, and it's called the experiment because this is an experimental test for him. At the end of the day, he could just throw it away and decide he wants another one. Or he can beat the crap out of it. You can beat the crap out of a nice expensive one too if you want. People put King Ranches in the work field every day. I got a roofing buddy and a construction buddy that drive King Ranches, new ones every year. They wear them to pieces, put 100,000 miles on them in a year sometimes. They look like crap, but they like riding in luxury. They spend 100 grand, 110 grand, 115 grand now for a 450. So it happens. So anyway, guys, got one of the technicians here patiently waiting on me. Hey there, that's TJ, our main man, knocking out a bunch of projects, and AJ is lining up some square bodies to get done and getting some videos to customers. So thanks, guys. This will be not the end of this video. Kristen's going to end it here. We'll clip it all together. Got a couple exciting pieces to come.